no cost to you. Call now and get free shipping and our complimentary pain relieving gel. Call 800-375-8559.
Almost ready to go here from the Dedmon Center. Starting lineup, as you see, with Shaw, Wiggins, and Wilson. The backcourt for the Chanticleers, Curtis, and the big fella from Senegal, Badou Diagne. On the front line for Cliff Ellis. Yaya Anderson, a guy we didn't talk about in the open, but he can score too.
Familiarity with the arena. Remember, in Hoosiers, they measured it. It's 10 feet high wherever you go, but they play better at home, and they're definitely home today with a home crowd.
Coastal has won its last 4 trips to Radford. The 59th meeting between the Chants and the Highlanders is underway.
Ellis will start man-to-man. He will play a bunch of defenses, but they start man-to-man.
Jones picked up by Wilson. It's Wiggins on Davis. Zhang and Polite will be a good matchup to watch. Here's Jones. Zhang tipped the rebound off the glass to his teammate Curtis.
Yeah, it almost went in.
Badou Diagne, capable inside out. Big man gets 2.
A pretty good move against Ed Polite. Polite stayed right in front of him the whole time. Zhang got the favorable roll.
Zhang coming off a 12-point, 6-rebound performance in Coastal's win at Presbyterian on Wednesday. Game that the Chants led for more than 32 minutes. Anderson's 3 wouldn't fall, but the rebound ricochets out of bounds off Coastal, and Radford will keep it.
It's a stay man. Looks like they're going to.
There you see, Chanticleers have won the last 8 times. Radford hasn't beaten Coastal since January of 2010.
Well, that's kind of evidenced by the fact Coastal's been really good in this league for a couple of years. And Radford had a tough first year under Coach Jones, but getting better every year.
Inside Brandon Holcomb. And he's building on a career 90 and 18 last Saturday against Winthrop, career high. We're tied at 2.
Score, full court press. You let Holcomb get it with 2 feet in the paint like that, he's going to score every time. You got to get him out of there. Badou Diagne's going to have a tough job getting 55 out of the lane.
Zhang, a little fake and drive. Curtis had position and a great matchup.
Tristan Curtis is playing really well. It's during this 6-game streak in the second half of this season. What a good compliment in the post with Badou Diagne.
Polite unable to finish, and Zhang the rebound. Curtis had it stripped away by Davis. Good quick hands from the Radford guard. And Davis at the other end knocks it in.
About 2 hours before tip time, there was one man on the floor. It was Rashawn Davis, all by himself. Davis wants to steal every chance he gets.
Speaking of a guy who's been scoring a lot lately, Siobhan Wiggins. 68 points in his last 4 games in which he shot the 3 at a 67% clip. Teams have been challenging him to score, and he's accepted it.
Well, the other 2 guards are so good, they got to get off somebody, and he's taking advantage of the fact that he's being left open. Nice tip back, but Davis will recover. It's a good matchup right here, too.
Polite for the basket.
Yes, they said Siobhan Wiggins took a dive. That's why he got knocked down. Looks like they're going to let him play a little bit. Gotta love that. You can see they set the double ball screen and split the 2 bigs. One post, one place at the top to reverse the basketball.
Tough shot. Badou Diagne couldn't finish. Here's Cameron Jones pushing the tempo.
Both teams look like if there's an opportunity break, they're going to take it.
The first 3 of the game is a banker for Cameron Jones.
They'll take it.
Three-pointer number 58 of the season for Cam Jones. He's made a 3 in 22 of the 24 games this year. Elijah Wilson looking to answer. And Polite fouled on the rebound by Tristan Curtis. Both teams with a pretty hot start. Coastal's 3 for 5.
As well with the strip away for Radford. And as we see, they're not going to sit on the basketball. If they get an opportunity to break, they're going to go. Different zone, 2-3 zone for the Chanticleers. It's a 1-1-3, but it's going to turn into a 2-3 in the first pass.
Wiggins up really high pressure in Davis.
Coach Ellis will throw a lot of different defense stats in 40 minutes.
Who's on the floor?
Good call. Deshaun Davis had partially gotten the ball, and he landed on the half-court line, so it's over and back. Brandon Williams properly called it.
Radford's first turnover.
Radford stays man, as they will most of the game. They might throw a little bit of zone in there. What they'll do is extend the man, sometimes full zone or full man.
Colton Ray St. Cyr into the game, and he immediately turns it over. There's Sean Davis, spins and scores.
He looked at Cam Jones and sucked in the black shirts, and then had a great spin move to lay it in.
Tremendous illustration of Davis's quickness. Here's Elijah Wilson, bumped by Cameron Jones.
Rashawn Davis, he's going to keep looking at Cam Jones. Nope. Left Wiggins in the dust on the spin move. Nice play.
Justin Cousin and Christian Lutete into the game for Radford. Jalen Shaw in and out. And the rebound secured by Anderson.
Great ball movement.
First touch for Lutete at 8 points in 10 minutes last Saturday. Keon Brown sets up Yaya Anderson. And Zhang secures the rebound on the second board.
Badou Diagne's been a man on the defensive glass, just corralling everything.
Elijah Wilson gets the roll, and he's in the book.
There's a man who went 0 for 10 last game, just hit his first shot. You know he's got to feel better about himself. He was the first one for Coastal out here on the floor.
It's the first time in his career they didn't score a field goal in a game.
Made 4 free throws. They won by 3, so he was a factor late.
The Wilmington, North Carolina native Elijah Wilson, leading scorer for Coastal, 14 a game. Lutete's 3 rims out. Zhang swallows up another rebound.
Zhang's going to have 20 rebounds. Nice pass.
Wilson for 3.
You score your first one, you're confident, wide open. Remember, you know in the back of his head, if he missed his first couple, he's thinking, oh my gosh, here we go again. He just made 2 in a row.
Lutete, not bashful. Maybe he should have been.
Yeah, he missed the first one a lot closer than he missed that one. That was ugly.
Zhang with position inside. Nice pass from Wiggins.
He got Yaya Anderson on him, and he's got an advantage. Anderson only 6'2". Badou Diagne's controlling both ends around the rim.
Coastal back in front. Chants have scored 7 straight.
Badou Diagne is sucking wind. He needs a break. He's tired. He's been working hard.
Marcus Freeman, who has killed Radford in the past, is not with the Chanticleers today. Suffered a foot injury, and he's out a few weeks. Coastal wasn't the deepest team in the league to begin with. They've had to play Colton Ray St. Cyr, who himself just returned from a wrist injury. He's kind of a natural 3, and they played him at the power forward spot.
They just saw what I saw. They did Badou Diagne a break now. Because he's out, somebody else has to control the boards. Offensive board for Radford right there.
Right now, Curtis would technically be the 5 at 6'7". Ray St. Cyr at 6'5", probably the 4. Ron traps in the game 2 as a teardrop from Davis falls through.
Coach is in a little bit of a mismatch here because Keon Brown is bigger than anybody they have on the floor, and they put a smaller player on him. Got to get across. That was close.
Wiggins finds himself open. Can't finish. The rebound for Justin Cousin.
Got to guard Wiggins when he got into the paint. Coastal on the miss, as most teams do, out of his own back to man.
Davis through the screen from Brown. Shot clock's at 3. Davis, a little shake and bake. And Wiggins the rebound. Quick shot. Wouldn't fall for traps. And Jones fouled by Wilson. Believe they'll call this on the floor. We're going to get ourselves a timeout, but Elijah Wilson, 2 of 3 from the floor after going 0 for 10.
Distant they are. And the most important one is the last one. They committed the fewest fouls of any team. They don't put a team on the line late in the game. They command big-time respect on the boards, and they don't turn it over. That's all kinds of keys for winning basketball games.
Both teams have made 6 shots. We haven't had a free throw attempt in the game yet.
Back to the zone.
Only 3 total fouls.
Badou Diagne's getting an elongated rest here, which is nice.
And Polite was bumped in. We'll get our first trip to the charity stripe as the freshman from Maryland and your rival high school goes to the line.
Ed Polite, Duval High School. Nice dish. I talked to him yesterday. I said, Ed, you know, I went to Suitland High, and he gave me a look like, whoa.
Yeah.
Duval and Suitland, not the friendliest of teams, but he said neither of them really, really good in basketball. Lately, great kid.
Folks are usually suspicious of you anyway, just for your normal demeanor.
Well, of course.
But Ed Polite was particularly besmirched, I think.
No, he was a very nice young man. Had a nice talk.
Well, he's 3rd in the league in rebounding in conference games, averaging about 8 boards per contest in the league. Polite knocks in the free throw, 1 of 2 from the line to give Radford the lead. Kevin Holmes Jr., a freshman from Virginia Beach, who actually the Chanticleers planned a redshirt, but with the injuries to Michelle Ananga and Colton Ray St. Cyr, they had to pull that shirt off of him. He had that red shirt on the first time these two teams met early December. That metaphorical red shirt. He wasn't wearing Radford colors at the game or anything. Here's Jalen Shaw, in and out, Polite the rebound.
I would hope he wasn't wearing Radford colors.
You need to clarify the concept of the red shirt. More of a symbolic one than a literal one. Cousins' 3 would not go, but an offensive rebound secured by Polite.
Coach Ellis gambles, doubles the post. They kick it out for a wide-open 3. Everything did well, except they didn't secure the D rebound. Another chance for the Highlanders.
Oh, Colton Ray St. Cyr just intercepted the pass at point-blank range. And was blocked from behind by Polite.
There's the aggressive play of the freshman.
Cameron Jones wouldn't get the roll, and Ray St. Cyr with another rebound.
You gotta love Ray St. Cyr. You get your shot blocked. He didn't pounce. He busted his butt 94 feet back, got a rebound.
It's a kid who's improved one heck of a lot from his freshman year to his junior year. He's improved the outside shot, too. Not that time, and Jones the rebound.
You always think as a coach you got to play hard. I don't agree with that. You got to play hard on the other team. That's really hard to do. Both teams are really busting it at both ends so far.
Kevin Holmes lets it fly. Comes up short. Taj Owens the rebound. Cam Jones in transition. Both teams have gone cold, Nate.
Yeah, somebody's going to stop settling and attack the basket. It's nice when you made 4 in a row, but Probably missed one in a row. Time to attack the bucket and get an easy one. Or at least get to the free throw line.
Both teams have missed their last 4 shots.
Like that.
And you take it to the basket when you're struggling. Ron trapped for 2.
Baseline drive and spin back to the middle. Good D.
Jump ball tie-up. It will belong to the Chanticleers. Coastal Carolina, their bench over the last 6 games really getting the job done. Guys like Colton Ray St. Cyr and Ron Traps. Marcus Freeman, too, before he got hurt.
Well, it's a 7-point difference in their 4 losses before that. Remember, they won their last game by 3. That 7 points makes a difference in close games, and your starters get a break. They get to sit on the bench, get a little blow. So you have them, as we saw right there, starters on the bench. So you have them in the last 10 minutes. A lot of confidence in the rest of your team as well.
Traps throws it away, picked off by Anderson. Yaya Anderson could not get the layup to go. He claimed he was fouled. It'll be Coastal ball.
Badou Diagne got a little piece of either the ball or his body or something. Messed his timing up. Once again, Badou Diagne controlling the rim at both ends. Full court man. Can't run away from him. No, they got lucky there. They go backwards. What a pass.
Nice pass. Traps to Shaw for 2.
Throws it away last time. That time, Jalen Shaw, the recipient of a great pass.
Shaw, the 6th shot to clear to score here in the first half. Radford's first game in a week. They lost at Winthrop by 10 last Saturday. Snapped the Highlanders' 3-game winning streak. Here's Anderson. Got it.
Wiggins a little late on the closeout for that cross-court pass. You can't wait for the pass to go. You got to move on the pass. That half a step cost him 3 points.
Anderson, a very capable 3-point shooter throughout his career. He's had a quiet offensive senior season.
One thing the Chanticleers have done exceptionally well this year. Look at that. Great spacing. There's only one guy in the post. He's wide open and missed it, but only one guy in the post. They spread you out. You get shots like that.
Jalen Shaw has back-to-back buckets for the Chanticleers, and then the freshman Holmes deflects the entry pass. Shaw again. He scored the last 7 for Coastal.
Opportunity breaks. Catch you in a scramble situation. The transfer from South Carolina, Jalen Shaw made him pay. Up to the zone on the make.
Coastal with its largest lead, up by 5. Shot clock at 2. Davis has to fight, and he fakes it in.
That's all you can hope for defensively. You play a zone, you force him to a buzzer beater. And and Rashawn Davis stuck it.
Not exactly how Mike Jones drew that one up.
No, but he'll take all 3 of them. Holmes Jr.'s buying time for the bigs.
Elijah Wilson on the scorer's table, set the check back in, next whistle. It's been a while since we had a whistle. And Wiggins got away with a little push-off, laid it in.
A little straight arm. We're going to see that tomorrow in the big game, but that was impressive with no call. They're letting him go. As a player, you love this. They're just letting him play. Not going to call the ticky-tack stuff. You adjust to it. You just attack the basket like he just did. He's going to do it again, looks like.
Wiggins left open. Said why not, but he left it short.
Both teams look winded to me.
Well, and we haven't had the under 8 timeout yet.
Yeah, they look really tired. Somebody just got to suck it up. That's why you run all those conditioning drills in October and November for situations like this.
Cameron Jones.
There's no legs in that shot. I tell you, everybody's tired out there. At the basket, you get a sub and you get to the free throw line like that.
Nice pass, and Holmes lays it in. There's contact. There's a whistle. Cameron Jones will get to the free throw line, and we will finally get a timeout. But the Chanticleers have gone on a nice little run from down 11-6.
We talked about how they spread out the offense on the floor, but they spread out the scoring as well. Nobody with 28 points, but everybody in double figures. That's a great way to win.
So far, 7 different Chanticleers have scored. Curtis, Holmes, and Traps have also each added a bucket.
Coach has got 6 assists on 12 makes.
Cameron Jones scored 21 in the meeting at Coastal back on December 6th.
Here comes the Highlanders with a different zone press. 2-2-1. They went man each time before this. See if Elijah Wilson recognizes and attacks. 2-3 zone. The middles where Badou Diagne is really good against this in the film I've looked at.
Ray St. Cyr puts his head down, and he's going to get to the line. Sean Cassidy, the lead official, with the call.
It's got to drive Mike Jones nuts because you play a 2-3 zone. There's 3 guys out there. He's not supposed to drive past 3 people and get a layup attempt. That's why you play a zone. He did. Only took him 2 dribbles. He did it aggressively. He's going to line for a couple.
Colton Ray St. Cyr becomes the 8th different Chanticleer to score. And he goes 1 of 2.
So the left hand all wrapped up from a previous injury. But he's come back really well since that injury and played really well.
Backcourt violation number 2 on the Highlanders here in the first half.
See that many times in a half of a basketball game. That call made twice.
5 turnovers for Mike Jones's club. Radford's won 22 games each of the past couple of years. Currently 13-10, 6-5 in the league. Of course, they started their season with a huge win in the nation's capital against Georgetown. Strong offensive rebound for Curtis, but he forced it back up.
Good job among 2 Highlanders to rip it down. He just couldn't finish.
Davis thought he was hip checked. Lost the ball. There was no whistle forthcoming. It'll be Coastal basketball when we come back. Timeout here at the Dedman Center. There's at 35%. There's Rashawn Davis. Certainly has had a special career.
Absolutely.
Over 1,000 points, over 400 assists.
Radford probably took a couple ill-advised shots in that stretch, hence a lower percentage. Stay with the zone.
Shaw. No good, but Wilson the rebound.
Badou Diagne got a hand on it to keep it alive. The great Dean Smith bigs would just tip it back out all the time. That's kind of the first guy to spark that.
We tick under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Radford's led by as many as 5. Coastal has been up by as many as 6.
Badou Diagne got it so close to the basket, but polite with really good defense. God, how many times they thrown it right into Coastal's hands?
Shaw picks it off that time. Wiggins denied at the rim by Jones. And it'll be Radford ball.
Javon Wiggins, Coach Ellis just said jump stop. That's a really good job of getting the ball away from the defense, but a better job by Jones of slapping it off of him. That's really good defense without fouling.
The awareness to throw it right back off Wiggins.
A lot of times the player went to slap it into the 5th row. Cam Jones didn't do that. That was really a good play. And especially not giving up on the play, thinking you're giving up a layup. Now you got to turn the points at this end. They just turned it over.
Offensive foul called on Holcomb for barreling over Diagne. Number 1 on Brandon Holcomb.
He and Badou Diagne are banging pretty hard. And Badou Diagne popped him and Holcomb hit him second. But he knocked him down. That's why call went against Holcomb. Stay in the zone.
Wilson tries to bust that zone. Strong rebound for Holcomb. It's Davis, Jones, Anderson, Polite, and Holcomb. Anderson. Zhang could not control the rebound.
Badou Diagne gets his hands on every shot on both ends. He doesn't corral them all the time. That man's got a heck of a rebound on his basketball team in Badou Diagne.
Here at the Dedman Center in Radford, Virginia, Evan Lepler with the coach, Nate Ross. Big South basketball on the American Sports Network. And Brandon Holcomb for Radford is going to the free throw line.
A skill that is exceptionally undervalued. Watch what Mr. Holcomb does. Shot fake. It's a simple thing to do, but everybody reacts to the basketball. Ray St. Cyr hacks him, and he goes to the line for a couple. The great Hubie Brown talks about it over, and Bobby Knight as well, Coach Knight. Shot fake. Everybody reacts to that orange brown thing.
Well, it's been almost 5 minutes since Radford has scored a field goal, and yet they're only down by 4 after the 2 free throws.
Well, Coastal's missed a couple. Elijah Wilson has missed a 3 before. They missed a couple offensive boards. Good ball movement there.
Wilson in traffic, could not score. Here comes Ed Polite Jr.
Playing really good defense. They got to score this end.
Cameron Jones, got it. Quick shot to answer, and Elijah Wilson nails the 3.
That's a confident young man right there. Missed the last one. I'm not going to hesitate on this one.
Confident looking drive, but unable to finish, and Ray St. Cyr secured the rebound, tumbling down. 30-second timeout signaled for by Jalen Shaw. And the Chanticleers will talk it over, up by 4 with 52.8 to go in the half. Coming up at the half part today, they've got 19 of Coastal's 30.
This is where this is where this man is special. After timeouts, after dead balls, he's going to run something probably we haven't seen the entire first half, and probably will get a bucket out of it.
Radford goes zone out of the timeout.
Good trap. I just didn't. Good reaction by Coastal out of the trap. Second shots. Got to get on the glass if you're Radford.
Wiggins up high to Colton Ray St. Cyr.
I'm telling you, Coach Ellis has been doing it for over 40 years. He gets great shots out of timeouts. Can't get a better one than that.
The loudest 2.5 right there, no question.
Remember, they got out of a trap early and then got that shot.
Radford can just about take it down. About a 1-second difference between the game and shot clock. Holcomb unable to throw it down, but he's going back to the line with 8 seconds left in the half.
The short corner is the vulnerable spot against the 2-3 simply because it's behind the zone. Holcomb got it there. He went around Colton Ray St. Cyr, and St. Cyr fouled him again.
Holcomb made 2 at the line his last trip, but he missed the front end here.
We'll see if Radford presses here. Well, that's what they're going to talk about, because if you let CoastalCarolina fly up to 4-8.
Little intricacy to note.
That's adjustments at halftime. Talk about where you're getting your shots. Talk about where you can get better shots. And Mike Jones and staff have done a great job of that. These last 8 are going to be interesting.
Holcomb missed them both. Elijah Wilson was fouled. Radford with a few to give.
Smart move. I'm sure they talked about that. They're blowing by you, and Elijah Wilson was. Slow them down. They're not going to get free throws yet.
Just the 4th team foul on Radford, so they still have 2 more to give.
If they do this right, they can almost run the half out by fouling. As he drives.
Shaw throws it away, so Radford's going to get it at midcourt with 4 seconds to go.
Even better. The Chanticleers do not have that luxury because they have 6 fouls on them. That's one Radford will shoot. A little frustration there.
You could sort of see that coming. You know, Coastal, all their bodies were beyond the three-point line. They were trying to get the ball in the offensive end so they couldn't be fouled near midcourt. Davis left it short.
Who else with the board? Badou Diagne, the rebounder of the first half.
7 rebounds in the half for Badou Diagne. Cameron Jones had 6 rebounds to go with his 7 points, but Cliff Ellis. Here we go. Second 20 from the Dedmon Center. What's going to be the key for Radford to transform the 6-point deficit into a lead?
It's always shoot a better percentage, but I think it's take better shots. Take wide open shots. Play inside out just like that.
Holcomb inside. Didn't kick it out, but he didn't need to get on the board.
Well, the other thing he didn't do is he didn't panic. He took his time and realized nothing's open outside. I got one-on-one against Tristan Curtis. I'm going to score.
Radford just 2-10 this year when trailing at the half. Diagne, nice move.
They got to keep Badou Diagne out of the lane, 2 on both ends. As we talked about, it more than half the rebounds in the first half. Defensive rebounds on misses by the Highlanders.
There's some inside out, but the 3 is short out of the hands of Jones.
Good shot.
Cameron Jones, teammate Davis almost came up with a steal. Here's Wilson on the attack, and he scores.
Right at Holcomb, protects the basketball with his body and extends that left arm.
Wilson into double figures for the 17th time this year in 23 games. Scored his 1,000th career point back in late November. Polite, able to get it out to Anderson.
Both teams opening 2-3 zone. It's interesting.
Cameron Jones played community college basketball about 40 minutes from Coastal Carolina. Ed Polite knocked it in right at the shot clock buzzer.
They're going to check it to see if it's good. I believe it was, but it's close. Keep the ball away from the defense, and when 55's in there wants to block your shot, Brandon Holcomb couldn't get to it. That's a good play by the leader of this basketball team, Elijah Wilson. What do you think? Was that one good?
Watching it live, I thought so.
I thought so, too. But they're going to make sure. I like it when they check if it's close. I don't like it if it takes 3 minutes to make the decision. It shouldn't. Sean Cassie's over there taking charge. Not even close. Nice job by the freshman not to panic at the end of the shot clock, too. Ed Polite plays a lot smarter than a young man first year in college basketball.
And what else did Mike Jones say? He plays a lot bigger than his 6'5" stature would indicate.
We saw that early in the basketball game with the blocks and the tips and getting his hands on shots. I agree.
You know who was really enjoying that little break? Tristan Curtis was doing a little jig right at midcourt to the music before the play was reinitiated.
If you can't have fun, don't do it. College basketball's a game. Enjoy it. Put a smile on your face. Coach Crims used to always talk about body language in a huddle. I don't like your body language.
Wiggins turns it over. Jones intercepts the pass. Heck of a play by Shaw, but he's called for the goaltend.
That's 6'1" Jalen Shaw. I don't know if that was goaltending. Man, did he get up. Watch number 5 come into your picture.
And it looked like it was on its way down.
That's close.
Credit the 2 for Jones.
That's a really athletic play.
Wilson trying to burrow his way in. And now Wiggins puts his head down and draws the foul on Davis.
Well, you can see both coaches made mention of the fact, how about we go inside to start this half, guys? Into Brandon Holcomb for that man's team.
Well, how many coaches talk about, you know, if the ball touches the paint in the possession, your shooting percentage for that possession goes up.
Because the defense contracts. It has to. You do it early. He didn't catch that cleanly. Yeah, I didn't like that shot because he didn't catch it 100% clean. He kind of bobbled it before he shot it.
Still almost went in.
Yep, almost doesn't count, except in horseshoes.
You don't see a lot of people playing horseshoes these days, though.
Nah, it's a lost art.
Polite finds Holcomb. Took the extra dribble into the defense of Shaw. It'll be Radford ball with 11 to shoot.
See if Coastal stays in the 2-3. Here's the drive. Find the big man. When you put it on the floor, guys like that can slip it loose. 6'1" can get it. Coastal likes to double out of this if it goes to a corner.
Wiggins knocks it away. Taps it forward. Shot clock did not reset. Anderson realizes it. Got it off the rim. Couldn't get it to go, though, and Diagne claws his way for the rebound.
Good recognition that they did know they were running out of time. And correctly, it didn't reset. Didn't hit anything.
Badou Diagne puts it in for three.
He doesn't take a lot of those, but he can make those. Shoots a respectable 30%. You dare him, he burns you.
And with that shot, Badou Diagne just went over 1,000 points in his Coastal Carolina career. Came into today needing 8 to get there, and he's now got 9.
He's making 1,000 rebounds in this game. He's getting every missed shot by the guys in the white shirts.
That would be a record.
I think it would. They like that double high screen, and they split the posts.
He's actually got 9 rebounds to go along with his 9 points.
Got a mismatch right now, too.
Well, he lost it on the dribble. Picked off by Holcomb.
Sean Davis, good job of stripping it loose. Coastal staying in the zone. Make sure, man. No, they're in man. Excuse me. I thought they were in zone. Another
There's
one.
The 10th rebound for Badou. Looking up high. Shaw could not make the clean catch on a long half-court pass from Wiggins.
Badou Diagne's a little upset. He's, guys, I busted my butt to get a rebound. You throw it away. Help me out, fellas.
Maybe next time.
In the Big South level, obviously guys don't leave early. When you work, and you have a work ethic for the young man from Dakar, Senegal, to really become a better basketball player, it works. Plus 700 boards now, plus 1,000 points. Great career so far, but he's not done yet.
Went to Oak Ridge Military Academy in Oak Ridge, North Carolina, and then the Impact Basketball Academy in Florida before matriculating to Conway.
Give him a blow on the bench now. Tristan Curtis in the middle.
Inside, couldn't finish on the first try. The second wouldn't go either. Neither with the third. The fourth draws the foul.
When Badou Diagne's not in the lineup, Radford can do something on the offensive glass.
It's a great point.
Get 3 opportunities, get fouled on the third one, but he's just tired. You got to give him a break.
3 personal fouls on Ray St. Cyr. Kevin Holmes getting ready to come back in for Cliff Ellis's team.
23 has cleaned the glass at this end. He can't play 40 minutes.
So with the 3 fouls, Ray St. Cyr heads to the bench.
A little more size, not the girth, with Kevin Holmes Jr. coming in. Young man hadn't played a lot, but he gave him some minutes in the first half, had a bucket. It's a board right there.
Good walkout on the missed free throw.
I love the spacing of the Chanticleers. They don't bunch up people in the lane. They give driving opportunities like that.
Elijah Wilson's going to the free throw line.
End of a shot clock. If this gets tight, end of the game, 22's going to have the ball in his hands. He might not bring it up. Might be Jalen Shaw or Wiggins, but he's going to have the ball at the end of a shot clock.
Unlike Badou Diagne, this is a guy who really came on strong when he was a freshman. He set Coastal Carolina's freshman scoring record at 537 points, over 1,000 early in his junior year this season.
But last year, he and Warren Gillis were a formidable backcourt. Jalen Shaw, the transfer from South Carolina, did not play last year. He had to sit out.
Not to mention Josh Cameron coming off the bench.
Well, they lost some good ones last year, but this young man's taken over the role, Elijah Wilson, as the leader of this team.
Currently, Warren Gillis and Josh Cameron are playing professional basketball in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, same league, coaches were telling us last night. They played against each other last week, so that's a great rivalry.
Cameron won the game, but Gillis had better numbers. Warren Gillis with Glasgow in the United Kingdom Professional League.
Watching this game, you can't hear it, but Coastal's doing a great job of talking in this zone, telling people where everybody is.
Davis's three barely grazed the iron. It'll be Coastal ball.
It won't come up in the stat sheet, but Kevin Holmes did a good job of blocking out, not letting anybody in a white shirt get the ball. Coastal gets it.
How many years away do you think we are from having good blockouts in the stat sheet?
When I grow hair, which ain't going to happen for a long time.
I think it's never going to happen?
No. I think on a assist where the player gets fouled, you make both free throws, I think the assist should go to the player who made the pass. That might happen.
Wow. Whoa. Elijah Wilson from way downtown.
I told you he has at the end of a shot clock.
Largest lead of the day for the Chanticleers as they seek their 7th win in a row.
Like the great Warren Gillis that played for Coach Ellis as well. Wilson never changed the expression on his face. Cool, calm, and collected.
Davis penetrates right into the zone, and he's called for traveling.
Jalen Shaw kind of pulled the chair out from under him and just backed up. Created the walk by that young man.
Even if he got past Shaw, Badou Diagne was waiting for him right near the basket.
The 2-3 zone has been good for Coach Ellis in this half. I don't know if he'll stay with it the whole game. If he keeps this double-digit lead, he might.
That was the 6th turnover for Rashawn Davis, matching his season high.
The other thing it does is it keeps 23 Diagne right in front of the rim the whole time on defense.
Violation called on Diagne.
First time Radford has done that. Ball goes into the low post. They double team Diagne. He turns it over.
First turnover on Cliff's team in the second half.
But he didn't throw it away for a live ball turnover. They'd come flying down the floor.
You know, a stat that really impressed me about Cliff Ellis, and you could go way back, and obviously he's got a zillion stats, but he's in his 9th year at Coastal now, as Davis pops a 3 and puts it in. Makes it an 8-point game. Cliff Ellis, in his 9th year, is 40 games above 500 in Big South Conference games.
That's a lot.
94 and 54 in conference play in his time at Coastal. Didn't have many down years. Here's a steal for Davis. Jones runs over a defender. It's a blocking foul. A blocking foul called on Wiggins.
Javon Wiggins, I think, was outside the restricted area, but he was moving a little bit. See the yellow paper in Coach Ellis' hands? Just stuck it in his breast pocket. You can see among active coaches, he's way up there with some serious people in that conversation. But that yellow paper he just put in his pocket, he is big on the yellow legal pads. He has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. They are filed in his office by team. So in his 9 years at Coastal, he can go back 6 years ago and see what worked against Radford. He loves the legal pads. He is exceptionally active in every practice. He runs the show. There's Benny Moss just to his right, his assistant coach.
Well, all coaches have their quirks. Even coaches turned broadcasters are occasionally quirky.
Occasionally, come on. Of course, Don Hogan, his assistant for many, many years, just went down to a high school job in Florida.
Ron Trapp fakes it and turns it over. Davis picks off the pass. Davis to the basket.
That's the kind of turnover that kill you, a live ball turnover.
6-0 run from the Highlanders to get back within 5. Badou Diagne too strong. Out of bounds. Off Diagne. Radford ball with 12:09 to go.
From the Highlanders. Badou Diagne got it in a great place. He got a great shot. He didn't bank the ball. Bank it off the glass. It goes in many more times than it doesn't, especially when you're moving laterally through the lane. Still staying in the zone. They might play it differently in trap out. He can't give an open shot.
Davis was feeling it. Too strong that time, and Holcomb grabs the rebound. Jones slashing and blocked by Ray St. Cyr. Traps for 2 at the other end.
Ron Trapp's great anticipation of the defense not stopping the ball. He just took it right to the rack.
What a swing. Radford about to get back within 3. Ray St. Cyr said no. Traps at the other end. Lutete could not kiss it home. Zhang with rebound number 11. And here's Wilson, lines it up. Rebound for Davis.
Opportunity, 3 defenses in a scramble situation. He's wide open. Just didn't make it. Good shot.
Cam Jones has not had a great shooting afternoon. Another second chance. Rebound number 12 for Badou.
Another rebound for Badou Diagne.
He's working hard out there.
He's working exceptionally hard. He's exceptionally effective on the defensive end. He turns it over in the offensive end. You can live with that. He's getting every miss. Can't leave him open.
Another bullet dodge right there by Radford, but another rebound for Badou Diagne. Wilson couldn't hit from the outside, takes it to the rim, blocked by Polite. Plenty of time still on the shot clock.
Many times give a team multiple opportunities.
Traps knocks it down from the wing.
They burn you. On Traps, a 2 in transition. A big 3 after an offensive rebound by the shot that clears. That's a nice little 5-point swing. Bumps it back to 10.
Timeout called by Mike Jones. We'll take it to a lot. South Alabama, Clemson, Auburn, and now Coastal.
So you talked about his great record in the Big South. That equates to more than $150. I like the tie, too. Nice tie, Coach.
You would like that tie. It looks like a Nate tie.
I like it. They stayed exclusively with the 2-3 here in this entire second half. I'm telling you, one reason is number 23 is right in front of the rim.
A big shot for Lutete. And then waiting for that all day, even 0 for 4 prior to that make. With Nate Ross, Evan Leffler with you from the Dedman Center.
Badou Diagne is really good in the middle of the zone, but that man's been hot lately. Missed that one. That was too quick in the shot clock. There's 2 passes in a shot.
Here's Taj Owens. Leaves it for Cousin. Polite is the only starter on the floor right now for Mike Jones.
Coastal went man first time on the miss.
Lutete with the shot clock winding down. Polite has to fire. Rebound for Traps. We tick under 9 minutes to go here in the second half.
Badou Diagne wants the basketball, but they can't get it to him. Polite had a nice tip out there.
Well, Radford went 12-6 in Big South play last year. Currently sitting at
extra onions. And when he has it, the great part of the story is when he has a pizza driver or a sub place bring food for the team, he tells the guy, by the way, on the way over, can you stop and get me a couple chili dogs? Hardee's, Carl's Jr.'s, his favorites.
One right around the corner. Galen Shaw gives the Shots a 9-point lead.
If the Shots keep playing like this, there will be a couple delivered to the bus. He eats them quick, too. I went out last year after a win, said, Coach, where's the chili dogs? He looked at me and said, come on, Nate, they're gone.
Makes him disappear in a hurry. Owens beats Polite. Got a little pocket in the zone. And he draws the contact from Shane.
Let me tell you something. That's some serious footwork for a young man who played in high school last year. For the up and under move, puts in the left hand, he might make it. Watch this. High school kids just don't do this. Pivot one way, up and under. He goes left-handed, he might get fouled and make it. He went right-handed and got fouled with a chance for 2 at the line. But that's really good footwork for a kid who last year played at Duval High School in Atlanta, Maryland.
Foul was on Badou Diagne. His second personal.
6'5", 200 pounds, and as coach told us, plays a lot longer than that. I agree 100%.
Radford is not helping itself too much from the free throw line. 6 of 13.
He's doing a job on the boards at 7. Only just over 50% free throw shooter. So he's got to work on that. But That's just a matter of repetition.
Shaw pivoting, scoring.
Great body control and kinesthetic sense to stop, jump stop, and come across. That's hard to do going full speed.
That sounds like a word you learned during your health and exercise science days at the University of Maryland.
That's a master's degree word right there, brother.
What does it mean?
Kinesthetic sense means your sense of your body in space. Hence kinesiology.
Great save. Cousins could not bury the three, and a foul on Radford in the rebound action.
You get Badou Diagne and St. Cyr on the glass, it's good. Foul by the Highlanders.
Under 8 timeout with Wilson 5 for 12 today. 15 points, couple of rebounds. Badou Diagne is 1 point away from a double-double. He's got 9 points with 13 boards.
Zone pressed by the Highlanders past the basketball. Like that. Took about 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Plenty of time to run your stuff.
It just takes patience, right?
Yeah.
Not taking anything special, just patience.
Get the ball in the middle of the floor. 3-2-1. Just get in the soft spot like they just did 2-3 zone. Great ball movement.
Shaw tees it up. Ray St. Cyr, the offensive rebound.
Watch how fast they move the basketball.
And a bumping foul on Keon Brown. It's got to be pretty demoralizing to play that defense and then give up the offensive rebound. And oftentimes you see sort of a lazy reach in the second possession of the same trip.
Got to play defense for 30 seconds and then 30 again. Talking to a coach last week, they have a drill they stole from the San Antonio Spurs. It's called a .5 drill. You have to know what you're going to do, and you have 3 choices once the ball touches your hands against zone. Drive it to the bucket, shoot it, or pass it. Held on to it too long there, Mr. Shaw, and they took it away. If you can move the ball like that and anticipate what you're going to do before you get it, you have great ball movement and wide open shots.
And in that drill, you got to get rid of the ball in, what, a second?
.5, half a second.
Next time you watch the Spurs, watch the passing of Leonard and Diaw and Aldridge and Parker and Duncan and Ginobili.
Warriors ain't bad at it either.
Davis knocks in a 3. That could be big.
Speaking of the Warriors, there's a big 3 for Jalen Shaw. Excuse me. Rashawn Davis, the other 5.
Davis has 17 in the game.
Short corner. They get a driver.
There's the steal.
Bad pass. Ray St. Cyr had nothing and threw it away.
Cam Jones soars and scores.
Consecutive makes. Here comes the press. Now we'll see what kind of composure Wiggins and Shaw have on the outside. Elijah Wilson's on the bench right now.
Coastal needs some more points, obviously, to win this game. Ray St. Cyr was trapped and called timeout with 7 seconds in the shot clock.
Against the zone. Move the basketball, drive the basketball.
Grown into an everyday guy for Mike Jones.
Basketball teaches you some great lessons in life. Didn't do the job in the classroom in high school, did it in junior college, and obviously doing it at Radford here. He learned a life lesson.
Wiggins beat the buzzer but couldn't connect, and a defensive rebound for Jones. Looking up from
Here come the Highlanders. When did he get up in the air?
7-0 run from down 11 to back within 4.
Jones with the bucket and then the assist. That's where they got to get the ball in the high post for St. Cyr. That's not the shot they want. Luckily, Shaw drilled it. You got to get a better shot than that.
He's had a knack to make some tough shots to help Coastal win some games late. Under 5 minutes. Shots back up by 7.
Badou Diagne's been a man on the defensive boards. He's got to keep doing it.
There's the 14th rebound for Badou.
Radford stays in this on the 30-second shot clock has changed a little bit over the course of the game to get more possessions. And obviously you don't play defense as long. You better guard him.
Here's Wilson. Tough shot. Jang going to hang him the rebound, but Anderson controls.
Just out of the reach of Badou Diagne. Nice fake.
Anderson takes it. Sticks it up and another stick back.
Yaya knew it was short. Yaya followed it up for a couple. Shooter knows better than anybody whether it's going in or not.
Only been in double figures 4 times this year. Only 5 points today, but a big bucket from Anderson.
Well, it's got to touch the high post, and then the whole defense contracts, and you get what you want.
Here's Badou. Rebound controlled by Radford. Anderson in rhythm. Wilson the rebound.
This is when the cool head of this young man takes the basketball. What a pass.
Jang was wide open. He lays it in.
That's what Elijah Wilson does. He just makes the perfect play at the perfect time. They lost Badou Diagne. I don't know how you can do that in front of the rim, but they did.
Jang into double figures. He's got his double-double, 11 and 14. Big possession here for Radford, and they turn it over. Under 3 minutes to go. And Wiggins will settle things down.
And to this clock, 22's going to have the ball in his hands.
Elijah Wilson feeds it. Ray St. Cyr makes it a 9-point game.
Unbelievable back-to-back plays by the leader, unquestionably the leader of this basketball team. But before that, watch big old 55 Holcomb get out of my way at home. That's a great pass into Badou Diagne. Watch this one. He's got 2 assists on the day. They've both been the last 2 buckets for Coastal. Under 3 minutes to go. That man's got the ball in his hands.
Radford, another long flush. Davis to Jones.
Great call by Mike Davis off the bench to get a big bucket, light this crowd up, hopefully lights his team up. Now you got to play D.
Most teams set up the lobs to the big guys, not the guards. Elijah Wilson lays it in, and then a whistle. They're going to count the basket and call a foul on Radford.
Radford sets it up to the big jumpers, not necessarily the big players. Cam Jones is way above the rim. Boy, this is a big turnaround. Coastal gets the bucket and then gets the ball back.
Wow.
Boy, that's tough. Coastal can score here. What a big turnaround momentum-wise.
Ray St. Cyr going to the line. 2:05 to play.
They got the 2 on the layup. They get these 2. That's 4 points without Radford ever touching the basketball. That's tough to overcome with 2 and change left. We talked to the coaches last night from Coastal, and I said, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. You're playing well. They won 6 in a row, but it looks to me, looking on tape, like everybody knows their role, and they're executing their role. They're not trying to do somebody else's job. And Coach Ellis, Benny Moss told us, Coach Ellis done an amazing job of explaining that to the players and getting them to do exactly that. Do your job. Look at this rebound. Are you kidding me?
Badou Diagne with a ridiculous stick back on the glass.
He might get a bite out of one of Coach Ellis's chili dogs tonight on the way home. This afternoon on the way home. What a play and what a game by that young man. Now they extend the 2-3 zone a little bit just to bother Radford, make it tough. Can't leave him open.
Lutete's 3 falls short. Diagne with his 16th rebound. He's 2 shy of a career high.
You think he's over the back. There's absolutely no contact. He just went above everybody over Yaya and got it.
Well, to be fair, he gave a little shove in the back before going up.
Come on, Transcendental contact.
You know the word kinesthetic, but you don't know what the word incidental means, apparently.
It's a little bump. Well, we talked about it the whole game. These guys have let him play. They have not called the ticky-tack stuff. I mean, that's part of it. You let him play. The players adjust to it. It's been a very well officiated game because of the fact just let him go.
Largest lead of the afternoon for Coastal. 90 seconds to go. Davis hits the 15-footer. And a timeout call by Mike Jones. His team down by 11 and 86 seconds remaining. Davis, adjustment in a leadership void that's had to be filled.
Sean Davis, Yaya Anderson, Jones, and Holcomb, all seniors. And you put Ed Polite in there, so they're not going to tank this season because of one loss at home. The seniors will come through, and in this league, as we all know, we've said it many, many games this year, you're not going to the big dance unless you win your tournament. And they will have a chance just like everybody else because of that senior leadership on this basketball team, which has taken the whole season to become a leadership option.
Well, they do start 5 seniors for much of the season. Today went with the freshman Polite with the 4 seniors.
And then Keon Brown off the bench is senior. Taj Owens is senior. A lot of seniors on this team.
That's the story for Radford. For Coastal Carolina, this is going to be their 7th straight win. They've got a tough remaining schedule, including today. 5 of their last 6 games are against teams with above 500 conference records. They got High Point and Gardner-Webb at home this Thursday, Saturday. And then at Winthrop, rivalry game against Charleston Southern, then at UNC Asheville.
Remember, you talked about Coach Ellis's conference record. It's really good. First time they've trapped out of the zone, gave up a layup straight cut. But a different defense by Coach Ellis. Now it's just a matter of don't turn it over and wait till you get fouled.
Wiggins fouled in the backcourt. Chanticleers have certainly come a long way from the team that lost back-to-back games to Liberty and Longwood in early January.
Started out 2-4 in the league this year. 2-4.
They're going to be 9-4 in a little over a minute.
And the chili dogs with extra onions, I believe, are on the way.
I think it'd be a safe time to order them.
Well, they asked the sports information director, Cody Bays, before the game. Cody, does the coach still do the chili dogs? She said, come on, Nate. You got to ask that question. Of course he does.
Wiggins knocks in a couple at the line. Not a huge scoring day for him. But now he's got 10 points to go along with 5 assists.
And once
he's
again,
made all 6 of his free throws.
They've spread out the scoring. Coach, if you said to him, what about the dogs? He'd go, hold on, Nate. We got a minute to play here.
Could splatter some of that chili on the tie and you wouldn't even notice.
Maybe that's why he picked that tie. 41 plus years as a head coach, taking multiple teams, as we said, to over 150 wins apiece.
Wilson going to get caught for the 10-second violation.
That's when Elijah Wilson's got to look up at that clock and call the timeout. He tried to get over, just couldn't do it.
Well, and the difference this year is the coach cannot call the timeout from the bench in that situation.
Not the end of the world because, once again, it's not a live ball turnover.
If it was a 3-point game, it might be closer to the end of the world. But up by 13, a manageable mistake.
No fouls.
Davis circles down the 3. He's got 22. Scored a career-high 28 in the opener against Georgetown.
Yeah,
and Wilson fouled by Anderson.
Hold on to the ball, Mr. Wilson. They're going to foul you. Now, if there's one little kink in Elijah Wilson's armor, not a great free throw shooter. 70% is like the Mendoza line for really good and not good. He's under that. He's 65. But in crunch time, you want your leader up there. Bingo.
Wilson has led Chanticleer's team.
Why they stopped at this time? Unless the clock ran on the free throw, I'm not sure.
And had a scoreboard issue. They initially put up 188-60, which actually our system has run through their system. So
it's a little off.
I mean, Elijah Wilson, you said, not a great free throw shooter, got about 100 points for the last shot.
Well, it makes him a lot better. Ups the average a little bit.
Davis contested. Wilson another rebound, and that should just about do it.
Get across and run it out. Big victory on the road for the Shots, and Coach Ellis led by that man right there.
Tough week on the road at Presbyterian, at Radford. Coastal goes 2-0 and improves to 7-0 in its last 7 games. Radford falls at home in Big South play for the first time this season. It's their first home loss since early December when Virginia Tech came to the Dedmon Center.
When you have a leader,